from the North Shore of the Allegheny River. We're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Ivan Nova, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. Got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Stepping up now, Jose Martinez, head-to-head against Nova. Not great. He's 1 for 8. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Martinez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching. Perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham as he grounds one briskly to short. Scooped up, throw in time at first for out number 2. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Michael Wacha gets the start for St. Louis in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Josh Harrison, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is a foul ball. Harrison aboard here at first with nobody out. Towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a high fastball that's fouled off to the right of the catcher here for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, this is one of those good news, bad news situations. The good news is you fooled the hitter and he swings through the pitch. The bad news is the pitch wasn't even in the same zip code as the strike zone, and it goes as a wild pitch.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Jordan Luplow. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. Two gone now. First pitch coming. Here it is. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Throw goes over to third, and nearly had him going back to second, but he's able to sneak back in safely. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Here now the 2-2. Runner breaks for third. Blocked it in the air out toward right center. And he misses it. The throw into second. And he's safe.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. Waka comes set. 0-2 on its way. Hit hard towards center. A dive, but it'll get past and out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Now at the plate, Gregory Polanco. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Hit to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Some more. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Paul DeYoung. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. The count now at 2-1. The 2-1. It's in there for strike number 2. The 2-2. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Popped him up. And Freese will put this away, no problem for the first out.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's focus our attention on Josh Harrison. Basically your Swiss Army knife for a manager. The ability to play up the middle, premium positions, also both corners, and carries a nice bat to boot.
Into the box now, Matt Carpenter, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting next, second baseman, Jed Jerko.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jed Jerko. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time, but foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's David Freese to stand in. His career line against Waka. He's batting .412. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And we have to focus on Matt Carpenter right here. This guy bounces around, can play a number of different positions, and has a good enough arm to play them all and play them all at a high level.
Up next for the Buccos, Elias Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike one. The 0-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
In now, Ivan Nova. Runners on the move for second. And he'll make the quick basket catch behind the plate. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna head-to-head against Nova. He's 1 for 5. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Ozuna, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Harrison is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The catcher, number 4.
So 1 gone here in the St. Louis third. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks. And now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss and a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. Josh Harrison stands in.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Cue shot here out toward short, and 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Frazier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
He'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jerko ranging into shallow right. He's there to track. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if you can stay down below the knees like that.
And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0. Taken strike 1. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Driving in once again, Tommy Pham. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jordan Luplow comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Jordan Luplow.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Fowler is there. 1 out.
First baseman number 55.
Ready for another chance. Josh Bell 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. First offering on its way. Flipped out the other way towards short. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. At the plate, Gregory Polanco. First pitch coming. Here it is. Runner goes for second. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Digging in to try it again, David Freese. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looped over toward first. And no problem over there at first. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He'll start off the fifth in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a step on first himself for the out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. The next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No runs, just one hit, one error for the Cardinals to this point. And there's ball one.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that it's battle.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Matt Carpenter goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Stepping in, Jed Jerko. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. Elias Diaz the next to hit.
For the Pirates, Patrick Elias Diaz.
Now the pitch. This is foul right side. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
The pitcher number 46.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Ivan Nova. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike one. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Just foul. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Josh Harrison stands in. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Josh Harrison.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Down the third baseline. Carpenter has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's Marcell Ozuna to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hit,
and this is off the second base bag, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Walker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Ozuna on third with 2 out. This is on the ground over to first. Bell brings it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Foul tip, held on to behind the plate. It's strike two.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Grounded up the first baseline. Got a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready once again, Starling Marte. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And there are two away now.
For the Pirates.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jordan Luplow. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Waka steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
A fastball right over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. Ready for another shot now, Jose Martinez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The 1-2. And he'll take it to the bag himself to the out.
Center fielder number 20.
Digging in once again, Tommy Pham. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in and looking for more, Josh Bell. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Ozuna. Makes the play, one away. Ready for another chance? Gregory Polanco. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out. Riding in once again, David Freese. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Digging in now, Matt Carpenter. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
No balls and a strike to count. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And that will be all for Ivan Nova. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. To 2-2 now.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Here's Jed Jerko now. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Smoker is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out. Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Into the box, Marcell Ozuna. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike. Two and two. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Greg Holland is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 56, Greg Holland.
Stepping into the
Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 34.
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of his zone. 1 out. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Corey Dickerson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Corey Dickerson.
This one here is for the second baseman, Jerko. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, number 5.
Josh Harrison stands in.
Josh Harrison.
Here it comes. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1 home. Chopped weakly to the left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they lead it 1-0. Felipe Rivero comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 73, Felipe Rivero.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for them.
0-1 the count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at League 6 leaders entering play. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for 2nd in that category in the National League. But the rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there. You have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
No offer on that. 1, 2 balls and a strike. Slow roller left side. Freeze right there on the first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
The batter, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. There's a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. St. Louis, good night.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Buccos jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ivan Nova earns win number 7 on the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Michael Wacha takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. Felipe Rivero records the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, click over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line.
And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Stay tuned for Pirates baseball next. Jameson Taillon will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
Ready now, Dexter Fowler. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, they need Matt Carpenter to get back on track. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually, he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. His batter-pitcher line against Jameson Taillon. He's 1 for 5. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Rodriguez over to his left, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting third, center field number 20, Tommy.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. Freeze scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Adam Wainwright, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
At the plate, Sean Rodriguez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Sean Rodriguez.
Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. The relay.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. Now a bunt attempt here. Carpenter is up with it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Here's Starling Marte. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
DeYoung's got it to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He comes in hitting over 320, and to carry that kind of average, that's awfully impressive. People start to take notice. I'm noticing right now, so let's see if he's able to show us some of that hot hitting in this one.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax and compete.
Josh Bell the next to hit. A shot down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. As a look, now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Dickerson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runners on for second. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. Now this is cut and thrown to first. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
2-0 now. 2-0 count, the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-1. Fouled off. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Here's Jed Jerko now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll be in there to start things out against Adam Wainwright.
Right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. Up next for the Buccos, David Freese, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. His career line against Wainwright. He's a .375 hitter. From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes for third. Polanco, a runner at second with one away. And pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. A throw to the plate, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jameson Taillon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least. That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Stepping in now, Sean Rodriguez. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Comes set, and the 0-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Breaking for third. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home, and not in time as the run scores.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Jordy Mercer. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Running again, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. Back in Pittsburgh, we get a shot from the city across the Monongahela River. Try to say that 10 times fast. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. Scorched to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Popped him up. Bell in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning. The next to bat for St. Louis, Adam Wainwright. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Too low, 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning.
Starling Marte.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. Ready for another chance? Corey Dickerson looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front as this is pulled fouled into the seats. Down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third. Here's Dexter Fowler now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And he got him.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now, Jose Martinez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And he struck him out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
The high fastball is in there. No runs, no hits. 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3. Here's Gregory Polanco. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And this pitch just about saws him off, as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's back into second here safely.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Riding in once again, David Freese. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled away. Polanco stands at second with no outs. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch coming from Wainwright. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The pitcher, number 50, Jamison.
Digging in to try it again, Jamison Taillon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Runner's on his way to third. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, Nero, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Standing in now, Sean Rodriguez. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Begin things here against Jamison Taillon.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he will take strike 3 call. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Carpenter comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. The 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there's out number 2. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Here's Jed Jerko now, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 4-0. Here's Jordy Mercer now.
Leading off for the Pirates, the shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike. Looking at his career totals, Mercer brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. The windup and the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Bouncer down the line. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Up next for Pittsburgh,
Here's Starling Marte. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here comes the first pitch. Bouncer up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away.
up next for Pittsburgh,
Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch on its way. Loud contact for Dickerson, and a ball headed to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham is there. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're in front. Digging in for his second at-bat, Marcell Ozuna. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. 1-0 pitch on the way. And that one just missed outside. Here he comes on 2-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. And that misses 1-1. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Cervelli recovers, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Greg Garcia is out of the dugout now, as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Freeze has a play, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 26, Norris.
Ready for another shot now. Josh Bell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Ready once again, Gregory Polanco. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Set. Here it comes. He's running on a line to shortstop, and now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with the hit and run on as he gets doubled up on the line drive. Now at the plate, David Freese hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Dexter Fowler. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Cervelli over to his left. And that's the 1st out of the inning. Now batting, Jose Martinez. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the 1st pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Rodriguez comes up with it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Tommy Pham.
Standing in, Tommy Pham. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th. But the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. Pham, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Another 0-2 home. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Cervelli. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Here comes the 1st pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. Digging in and looking for more, Jameson Taillon. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. One out, nobody on. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
Second baseman.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Sean Rodriguez trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Matt Carpenter. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. The 1-2 is in off the plate.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Rodriguez takes it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll.
Changes for St. Louis. Batting in the 7th spot. Number 70, Tyler Lyon. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot. Number 34.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Drives it out to deep right center field. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Starling Marte. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. swinging a ball line softly down the line in left. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Riding in once again, Corey Dickerson in head-to-head action against Tyler Lyons. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Weak chopper up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Josh Bell. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. George Contos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
George Contos.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. Ready now, number 34. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Contos, a 32-year-old veteran. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Dickerson. 2 down. Here's Dexter Fowler now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliders in for a strike. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. A win tomorrow, they can break out the brooms.
4-0 to score this afternoon. The Pirates jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jamison Taillon earned his 5th win of the year, allowing only a single hit across 8 full innings. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final night for this afternoon. First
Afternoon baseball on tap from one of the best yards around, PNC Park in Pittsburgh.
Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Joe Musgrove gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as a starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
Stepping up now, Dexter Fowler. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Right fielder, Dexter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. Hit well towards the hole. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out. Now to the plate, Jose Martinez. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Martinez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Fastball flew it right by him. They're 2 down. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ripped down the line. But this gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Carlos Martinez is on the mound for the Cardinals. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Up next for the Buccos, Josh Harrison. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. D-Row, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average. What that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner. Martinez has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start. And it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
So digging in now, Starling Marte, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Hit in the air to right field. Coming on is Fowler, but it's down as that drops in for a 2-out single. And that means that Corey Dickerson will bat with 2 out.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Runners on the move for second. Now a step off as they've got the runner between first and second. And he'll try to get back. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Paul DeYoung. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First offering on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball. DeYoung, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And he lays off for ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. First pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Dickerson, former Tampa Bay Ray. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2. This one here is for the second baseman, Jerko. And he's retired here, 1 away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Bell. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fowler has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Gregory Polanco having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his left, Jerko. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that is. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in Western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you back on the show. Coming to the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider on the inside for strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 18.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Carlos Martinez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And that misses ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's David Freese to stand in. Currently 9th in the NL in hitting entering play.
Third baseman, David Freese.
First pitch on its way. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
1-1 the count now. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Way in front of a great slider that time. 1-2, here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Ready. Here's the first offering, and there he goes towards second. Hit in the air down the right field line, and this is taken in by Fowler for the first out. The pitcher, Joe Musgrove, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 5.
Josh Harrison stands in. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Freese at second with 2 down. Two-0 now. Harrison, often known as J-Hay around the game. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. And now the runner's trying for third. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. This is line to left. Ozuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Let's leave one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Here's Dexter Fowler now, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. To third. Freeze is there. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy Pham looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, last pitch was 94. Then you pull a string 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in a rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into center field, line drive base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the fourth as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Digging in for his second at-bat, Starling Marte. He singled his last time up. Ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Fowler. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. Frazier stands at first with 1 out. Runners off for second, and a step off as the runner breaks for second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. The 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. The relay. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He swings and lines it to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Gregory Polanco, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The 0-1 pitch. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Riding in once again, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Here's Matt Carpenter. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Oh, man, that splashed into the Allegheny. A solo shot down the line in right. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0. Laid off, but in there for strike one.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike. Ozuna, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game. Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. On to the bottom of the fifth. All even now at 1-1. Ready for another chance? David Freese. He reached on a single in his first try.
David Freese.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Into the box, Joe Musgrove. He'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. The 0-1 delivery. Runner breaks for third. One attempt misses. The throw down. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco has a read on it. 1 out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Dexter Fowler. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Dexter Fowler sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Bases empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. The runner scores from second.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up to shoot again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cardinals are out in front, 3-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Josh Harrison, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Under it now, Jerko for the first out. Ready once again, Adam Frazier. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Starling Marte. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-0 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Fowler, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat. This might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the line at first. Martinez is there, and nothing will come of the 2-out double. Back here in Pittsburgh, 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Way in front of that fastball.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, a hit in 2 tries so far. And that's in there for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. It's a fastball that misses. Two balls and a strike to Molina.
Down to 2 and 1.
And the pitch on 2-1. A high fastball is in there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Misses. Ball 2. Molina is off of first with 2 away. Too high. Ball 3.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cards leave 1. Josh Bell the next to hit. A fly out and a single for him so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Now a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out. Up next for the Buccos, David Freese. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2 as we head into the later innings in this game. I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, but both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Jose Martinez will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. 0-1 the count. Hit in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Digging in and looking for more, Tommy Pham. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Fowler has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 53, Sean Mulker.
Colin Moran will grab a bat.
Hitting for the Pirates, number 19, Colin Moran.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fowler is over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Josh Harrison. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also the offense is obviously not picking anything up here.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-0 on the way. Swing and a liner. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in. Bo Schultz enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Matt Carpenter, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Now here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Polanco is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. Here's Jed Jerko now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 home. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Dickerson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. The ballman 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Harrison onto the grass, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And it's still 3-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brett Cecil takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Digging in and looking for more, Starling Marte. Past history with Brett Cecil. He's 2 for 3. He's taken him deep once. Ready. Here's the first offering. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Soft liner towards center, so he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
I don't care how you find your way on in the 9th inning. Anytime you can bring the tying run to the plate, you're doing your job. Now we got the bloop looking for the blast.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
And he'll snap one over to first, and the runner back easily. Into the box now, Josh Bell, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second.
Right fielder number 25.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gregory Polanco. Past history with Brett Cecil, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Set to deliver the 0-1. Little tapper down the first baseline. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Runner goes for second. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The St. Louis Cardinals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Carlos Martinez. Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Trevor Williams is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Here's Javier Baez. He will lead this one off today.
Javier Baez.
First offering on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty V, this team's been playing some good ball. You know, Yogi Berra has that saying, it's getting late early, and D-Row, they're starting to open up a nice lead in the month of May. I like it.
Yeah, without question, this team has played well the whole month of April, found themselves in first place with a nice division lead, and they want to continue to put that foot on the throttle.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. Ready with the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1 home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And this is swung on and missed. And Hayward is gone on strikes, and there's 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Williams, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name. Kids are buying his jerseys.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Baez stands at second with 2 gone. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for the Cubs. A 0 for the Cubs to start. The Pirates coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Josh Harrison. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over .350 in games at home, so he's a guy you want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his left, Baez. And very quickly, 2 outs here in the home first. Here's Starling Marte. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Rounded down the third baseline. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. And inning in. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
1-2 now. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
There's a strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but this is a foul ball. Happ leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. First pitch on its way. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Here's David Freese to stand in, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. From the stretch, and he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0 home. Now a soft liner to the right side, just foul. Set. Here comes the 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Struck him out. Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. His past history against John Lester, he has 7 hits in 28 tries. On top of that, he has 7 RBIs. And the runner's breaking for third. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Happ is under it, and he makes the catch. Here's Addison Russell, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Way in front of that fastball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Javier Baez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Jason Hayward.
Striding in once again, Jason Hayward looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Tried the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. The 1-2. Ground ball left side. Oh, and this is off the glove of Freeze. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard.
Meanwhile here, a stolen base attempt is not going to work out as they put the tag on him to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up to the plate, Sean Rodriguez comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First delivery to him on the way. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. He will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
So with your pitcher do it next, you can either have him bunt or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Standing in now, Trevor Williams. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Josh Harrison stands in. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Josh Harrison.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. Rodriguez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive to center field. Half is there, 2 gone, and no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Hit out towards second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. For Pittsburgh, we'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. This is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. The 2-2 one more time. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1-1. Lined hard to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning.
Marte.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Sent on the ground out to second. Baez is able to get there, and there's one down now. Digging in to try it again. Corey Dickerson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So he'll reach base with 1 out here in the 4th. And with that, let's check out the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Josh Bell, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners on the move for second. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Stepping in now, David Freese tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. breaks for the plate. Bell at third. Freeze is over at second with one down in the inning. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Pitch swung on and missed. Throw won't get him.
Right fielder, number 3.
Up next for the Buccos, Sean Rodriguez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to second for Baez. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. We're through 4. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Happ. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Riding in once again, John Lester comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Softly hit out to short. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So that'll extend the inning and bring in Addison Russell to bat next.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute, help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If not,
and the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Ready for another chance? Trevor Williams, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. This is flared out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Josh Harrison stands in. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Happ has it in his tracks. 1 out. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Under it is Russell, and there are 2 away now. On to first, a double play. Here's Javier Baez, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Javier Baez is retired to kick off the inning.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired.
Leading off for the Pirates, center fielder, Starling Marte.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to first. Rizzo was there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
First baseman number 55.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Last time through was a base hit. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they've put in play against him.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. No balls and a strike to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 31, AJ.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Late that time for a strike. Schugel has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Here's David.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman, David Reed.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Francisco Cervelli. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Schwarber sprinting after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Right fielder, number 3.
Digging in once again, Sean Rodriguez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Elias Diaz will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 32, Elias Diaz.
Swing and a liner. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Albert Almora is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester.
Albert Almora. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 70, George Arco.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Javier Baez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Way out in front.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good inning's work out of the bullpen here.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 41.
Pirates. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Howe is after it. He's there and records the first out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He was a double play victim last time around. He's set. Here it comes. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. That's by him for strike 1. The 1-1. On the ground is second for Baez. He's right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Starling Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Cishek pauses. Here's the 1-0. Way in front of a great slider that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging. 2 out, nobody on. whiff at a good slider that time. And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Ready for another shot now, Corey Dickerson. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's 1 for 5. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Loud contact for Dickerson, and a ball headed to deep right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here.
First baseman number 55. Oh, down.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. But the Pirates. Eddie Romero comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Popped him up. Bell is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Chris Bryant now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Popped up.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
Now back, the fielder,
The Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Bounce it to the left side. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
4-0 to score this afternoon. Pittsburgh took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Trevor Williams earns his 8th victory of the season and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. John Lester pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.